I've had this wild idea in my head for a little while now, to go winter camping all alone in the mountains of Poland in my Defender. Now, just to make things a little bit more difficult for myself, because, you know, why not? I want to see what it's like to sleep not inside the car, because that's a bit too easy, but in the rooftop tent. And yeah, there's a lot of snow. Like, a lot of snow out here. So let's see how it goes, shall we? Let's do it. I'm Ava, and I'm a full-time adventurer. I want to bring you on a journey that's all about being brave, experiencing the world, and feeling truly alive. My travels have been one hell of an adventure so far, but last summer, I bought an old Land Rover Defender and converted it into an off-road expedition truck. I now wander around the world and live in my 4x4. Hit subscribe to join my adventure crew and watch real raw travel videos every week. Right, so I'm here in the mountains. It's very snowy everywhere. I mean, there's like 1.5 meters of snow, freshly fallen. And my local friends are taking me to what they say is a really beautiful local campsite where I'm gonna be testing out Odyssey and my diesel heater to see whether I can actually survive in these types of conditions staying in my car. Are basically using a snowplow to get around. I've got really terribly slippery wheels. It's not really fair. There's something magical about driving towards the unknown. This mix of excitement, anticipation, fear. Your heart is pounding and yet you have a smile on your face. You're questioning yourself and yet you can't help but keep going. Driven by a hunger for adventure, a curiosity for what you might find on the other side, even if it's just a forest close to home. There were some people making a barbecue in a shelter nearby. Of course, I couldn't resist their invitation to join in. Check this out. I just got this beautiful potato with cheese. Super soft, homemade cheese, right here from the mountains. It's przepyszne. Naprawdę przepyszne. It's so good. I got here just in time. Just in time. These are oscypki, traditional sheep's cheese from the Polish mountains, best served grilled. After a little snowy feast, my hosts left, back to their warm hotel rooms in town. They couldn't believe I was planning to stay in my rooftop tent tonight. I think this was the moment that our realities diverged a little bit. And I'm all alone. Everybody's left. They were really nice and they left me some jacket potatoes and a bit of homemade local mountain cheese to go with them. Wished me a good night and yeah, it's very, very quiet here. It's very, very dark. So I'm just gonna sit around the fire, well, the remains of the fire until it's completely gone, and then I'll go back to Odyssey and I'll see if the heating still works. Let's see how the night goes. You know, I was fully expecting to be eating like instant ramen tonight. So to have this kind of feast, this is just such a treat. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, jacket potatoes made on the fire and local mountain cheese. It doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't. Alright. This is kind of cozy. Okay. These shoes are very wet. Definitely need to stay away from the bed. Just on the edge. First things first, I'm gonna make the bed. So I've got a new sheet here. Oh, oops. Let's fix these super quickly. All right, here we go. Voila. Anyway, new sheets, my favorite pillow, and I've got 2 sleeping bags to test out tonight. One really thick one that I brought with me to Antarctica. Hopefully I won't need it. And one kind of like standard hiking sleeping bag. So let's get on with it. I'm pretty sure I had a bit of charcoal on my lip. That's from those potatoes. I think that's done, right? It's actually pretty warm in here. I think I can definitely take off my jacket and my jumper. Ooh, nice. Well, it's so warm inside the tent right now that I really don't think I'll be needing my giant Antarctica sleeping bag. Not this time. This one should do. This is rated down to, I think, 6 degrees Celsius. But I think it's like 15 inside the tent right now, so this should do just fine. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's just right. It's just right. The heating, I'm just amazed that this pipe solution actually works. It's so makeshift. Just a bunch of pipes put together. Not in any very professional way, but they're doing just fine. So I came out here to the Polish mountains at a pretty bad time weather-wise. So it's beautiful out there, but it's also quite stormy? Like snowstormy? Hey, I think I just made up a new word. Anyway, so there's no signal, no reception in this particular spot, but earlier today I got a text from a government agency which says, warning, heavy snowfall and blizzards possible today and tomorrow. Avoid traveling and mountain hiking. Roads may be impassable. So hopefully it doesn't snow too much out here at night. I should be sheltered from the wind because there's lots of trees all around me. I'm in like a little sort of valley. So yeah, hopefully it's gonna be fine. About 10 p.m. right now, and it's very quiet outside. It's cold, but there is no blizzard or snowstorm or anything like that, which is great news. It's just eerily quiet, but for some reason I'm not scared. You know, it feels really good to be here. I'm just so happy to be back in my rooftop tent with Odyssey. Oh, just like the simple pleasures, you know. So, yeah, I'm a little bit sleepy, so I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Last night I put a thermometer just on the very top of one of the storage boxes and I just found it under a layer of 20 centimeters of snow this morning. Snowed a lot overnight. The temperature outside was about -5 degrees Celsius, so cold, but not like extremely freezing. And then inside the tent, well, that depends on which side of the tent you're on. So right here next to the heating, it was, God, 18 degrees Celsius. Pretty balmy actually. And then on this side, far from the heating, about 6 degrees Celsius. So if your feet are here, they're probably gonna be a little bit cold. Anyway, it's so doable. I mean, I slept for like almost 10 hours. I slept really well. So definitely winter camping inside this rooftop tent with the heating on, super manageable. But now I think it's finally time to go downstairs, check out the situation, see if I can get out of here, because it snowed a lot, and make some coffee in the snow. How about that? Let's do it.
It's like the entire world stands still around you. For this very brief moment in time, if you pay enough attention, you can hear the smallest sounds. How tiny snowflakes hit the ground. How the branch of a fir tree bends under the weight of the snow. You don't need to look much further in search of miracles.
Check this out, there's actual icicles just running down the side of the car. Oh man. I'm assuming this is just melted water from the heating that kind of froze at some point in the night. So I was right, I thought I heard a tractor or a snowplow here in the morning. And yeah, you can see that the road that leads just almost up to my camping spot has been plowed. I mean, the snow is falling so fast that I have a feeling that within the next couple of hours it's gonna be completely snowed over again, which means that I don't have that much time to get out of here. So I'm just gonna make my coffee, have a bite of food, and then try and drive out. Because if I don't make it this morning, I'll have to sleep here another night. So I was super cozy and warm all night thanks to my diesel heater, which I connected with the help of some friends a couple of months ago to a set of pipes that lead from the inside of the car to the tent. And that's how the heating works. It's very simple. It's done completely on the cheap, very spontaneous. It's kind of makeshift actually, but it works, and that's the most important thing, right? Make a quick fire just to warm myself, but I didn't bring an axe or like a big sort of knife, so I'm gonna have to use this little knife to chop up some kindling. Let's see if this works.
I was 29 years old when I first learned how to make a fire. Usually it's the kind of skill you either learn as a kid if you join the Scouts or not at all. It took me a long time, but it's one of the best things I've ever learned to do. This time I had it easy with some nice dry wood from town. But you know, there's something so raw and powerful about being able to make a fire. It feels intuitive, instinctive. It feels real.
that I brought from Chile. Straight from South America. It still smells delicious.
There's snow on the lens, everything looks blurry, but I think we both know. Beyond what the camera could capture, I felt so grounded, connected, on my tiny micro-adventure in the forest.
So the fire is looking super cozy and it's really warm just down here, but it's started snowing really intensely just now. It's proper chucking it down, so I might have to evacuate sooner than I thought because the roads could become impassable very, very quickly. So I'll just have a quick snack and then start packing, I guess. Such a shame. I wish I could spend a few more hours here, but you know, better not risk getting stuck here for another night. This is some of the bread and cheese that I got yesterday from the very nice party that was going on here. Oh yes. It's the best breakfast. Just because it's next to a fire.
Everything is just that little bit harder when you're camping in the snow. But I guess, in a way, big or small, it's the obstacles that make a journey truly memorable. For me, anyway. Well, on to the next adventure.